Hey everybody, welcome to Life is Strange Reunion. Finally, it took me many days, as you can tell with how late this video is coming out, to figure out how to get this game to run properly, especially with a recording software running at the same time. I made a little post about it on my YouTube page that this is just an unfortunate reality of the gaming industry today. Games are released without the proper time for polish and optimization, so it was a struggle to get it to work, but I finally have it. So we are finally going to play this game. This is your disclaimer. I have played the first couple hours of this game already. I played and recorded and then realized that the recording was unusable. So this first video that you're watching now, what I would call the prologue or the tutorial, I have played before. After that point, everything will be first time, raw, honest reaction. I will point out that moment when we get to it. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna cut the first video off at that part for consistency's sake, but I'm sorry, it is what it is. I'm bummed about it too. I won't, spoil things while I'm playing. I will just try to take a little bit of a back seat and try to make this as smooth of an experience for you as I can. So,
my name is Max Caulfield. I came back to Arcadia Bay to study photography at Blackwell Academy. But it was there I started having visions. Visions of the town being wiped out by an impossible storm. I fled to the bathroom to compose myself, but instead witnessed something awful. No! Instinctively reaching out, I discovered I could rewind time.
The girl Max saved was me.
Chloe Price and I were childhood best friends.
We grew close once more as we reveled in Max's strange new powers.
We discovered I can freely rewind up to a few minutes at a time. And if I concentrate on a photo, I can travel much further into the past, projecting my mind back into my younger body.
But we also learned that making significant changes to the past can have devastating consequences for the present.
With the aid of my power, we solved the disappearance of Chloe's friend, Rachel.
But even though we brought Rachel justice, Max's twisting of time had a cost. The storm. Looking down into Arcadia Bay from the lighthouse as the storm raged, I truly believed the only way to save everyone else was for Max to rewind back to that fateful bathroom and let me die.
I was forced to make an impossible choice. Save Chloe, or save Arcadia Bay. After everything that happened, I didn't use my powers for years. I lost myself in photography, a career that brought me to Vermont's prestigious Caledon University, at the invitation of its president, Yasmin Fayed. Being an artist in residence, I worked with some incredible students and staff. Like Amanda Thomas, the lively stand-up comedian who works at the Snapping Turtle, and Vin Lang, Yasmin's assistant and then leader of the mysterious Abraxas Society. Most importantly, I became close friends with Moses Murphy, a nerdy astrophysicist, and Safi Llewellyn Fayed, a glamorous student of poetry, and Yasmin's daughter.
Then, tragedy struck. After a night of stargazing, Max found Safi murdered.
For days, I mourned. Safi's death bringing back painful memories of Chloe, Arcadia Bay, of everything we lost. Then, I heard Safi's voice again. I reached out with my power, rusty from disuse, and shifted into a parallel timeline where Safi was still alive, but still in danger.
Shifting back and forth between the two timelines, Max's investigation uncovered many secrets of Caledon, but the clues didn't add up.
Until I discovered I was not the only one with powers. Safi was a shapeshifter and was using her ability to sow discord and suspicion among the Caledon faculty that she blamed for the fate of her best friend Maya, who took her own life. Working together, we exposed the truth, but in so doing, we discovered someone else had been instrumental in covering up the lies of Caledon. Safi's mother, Yasmin.
Years of resentment overrode Safi's control of her power, her consciousness splintering across the campus as an impossible storm loomed overhead.
In desperation, I grabbed hold of Safi and a photo and pulled both our minds back in time.
In the past, Safi, now clear-minded, begged Max to shoot her, to stop this horror from happening again.
But I refused to repeat my past mistakes. Torn between two terrible options, I chose a third way. Inside the storm, causality fractured. I faced my past and united the fragments of Safi's mind. I merged the timelines back into one, saving Safi, and together we escaped the storm.
An action that will have significant repercussions. And Safi herself? She left Caledon on a quest to find other people like her. But before she did, she asked Max if she would support her, flaws and all, or condemn her for the people she hurt.
From the moment I merged the timelines, my ability to rewind time started to return. I have this power to help people. After everything I've been through, I won't run from it anymore.
Would you like to decide choices that were made previous to this story? Yes, we want to do that. Hi, puppy. Hi, can you sit down, please? Sit down. You cannot lick my elbow. Amanda Thomas. When she's not workshopping her stand-up comedy routines, Amanda bartends at the Snapping Turtle. Max and Amanda grew close last winter after wanting to hang out more, but in the wake of Safi's death and shifting between parallel universes, things got complicated. Did Max and Amanda just hang out as friends, or did the pair begin a tentative romance? In Double Exposure, we romanced Amanda. Chloe Price. Chloe was Max's ride or die since childhood until Max moved away, and their friendship fell quiet. When Max returned home years later, she saw Chloe die and manifested the ability to rewind time to save her. But changing Chloe's fate unleashed a supernatural storm that threatened their hometown of Arcadia Bay. Max faced an impossible choice: save Chloe's life and sacrifice Arcadia Bay, or spare the town by letting Chloe die. Did Max save Chloe or save Arcadia Bay? I know that was basically everything that the recap just told us, so a little redundant there. But in Double Exposure, we chose that we saved Chloe over Arcadia. I do think that was the right choice for that story. I think it makes it more interesting that Max is kind of dealing with the fallout of her decision, and thematically it connects really well to Max guiding Safi through basically the same issues and her abusing her powers and creating a storm. So I think that's the most interesting. That's still what we're gonna do. Max and Chloe. Max and Chloe had a lifelong bond, which only strengthened as they investigated the mysteries of Arcadia Bay. They became partners in crime and partners in time. Did Max choose to blossom their partnership into a romance or stay as best friends? I did multiple playthroughs of the original Life is Strange game where I tried both options. I liked the Chloe romance option better. That's kind of what we went with. That's definitely what we went with in Double Exposure as well. We chose that they were high school sweethearts. And I think that will probably make a more interesting story in Reunion as well, to kind of have this love triangle going on. Safi. Last winter, Max solved Safi's supernatural murder, using her powers to merge two parallel timelines and restore Safi to life. In the chaos, it was uncovered that Safi was actually a shapeshifter. She was using her powers to enact justice for her friend Maya, who tragically ended her own life. This is all stuff the recap just told us. After everything that happened on campus, Safi has chosen to leave Caledon in hopes of finding more people like her and Max. Did Max choose to support Safi's goal or reject her after everything she did for revenge? We supported Safi. And Vin. Vin was once the head of the mysterious Abraxas Society, and he's now woven himself into the fabric of the campus as the university president's assistant. An unapologetic flirt, Vin has also never met a pretty face he wouldn't take out for a drink, including Max. Did Max explore romance with Vin or just stay as friends? I found Vin very annoying in Double Exposure. He grew on me a little bit in the final chapters when he was less of a romance option because we had gone down the Amanda path. So we're gonna be friends with Vin. I don't think we need the love rectangle. And I was a little surprised to see that Vin is in this lineup of major choices for the game, but I guess it makes sense because our romance choices were Amanda or Vin, so excuse you. She's got the crazies. So it makes sense that he's there, and also now I know that this game is going to have a lot to do with the Abraxas Society, which, as his recap said, Vin used to be the head of. So it kind of makes sense that Vin's there too. I don't know much more about that yet, so I'm not spoiling anything. Okay. Are you happy with your choices? Yeah. Yes, I am very excited about this game and nervous. I think there's a lot that can go wrong because Life is Strange fans have high expectations and a lot of nostalgia surrounding Chloe in particular. And this is the first time that Chloe and Max have been reunited since the original game 11 years ago. I think the original one came out in 2015. Yeah. So, 11 years. Chloe had Before the Storm, and Max had Double Exposure, but
maybe. Hold on.
now they're together again.
Maybe try reminding her that a drum machine doesn't take up half the van and smell like ass after the gig. 20 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I can make that work.
Last call, dearie. Either your band is heading on stage now, or I call the show.
Fuck. No show means no fee, means no gas, means no tour, means... Fuck!
What kind of Chloe do we want to play? I'm gonna pick all the same choices I did in my original
Just grabbing the
playthrough.
last gear from the van out back.
Yeah, okay. They better be.
Damn it. That was not a 20-minute lie. Maybe a 10-minute lie, if I'm lucky. And I'm never lucky.
Got like a combination of the
Not again. It keeps getting worse. But I just need to find the way out. Assuming there is one.
We're in this weird liminal space where we've got the bathroom from Blackwell Academy, where Chloe was shot, and Max's artist-in-residence housing at Caledon, and obviously we're on the Caledon campus right now, because that goes up to the overlook where Safi died.
Now, let's talk business. Wrong. You got hella cash.
Is that me in high school? I never talked like that, did I?
You definitely talked like that, Chloe. Yeah, so sorry the graphics still aren't gonna look super great.
How long has this been going on? These nightmares that feel like memories. They're only getting worse.
But this is about as good as I can get it, and I would much rather play a game with interesting art style, a unique art style that evokes an emotion relevant to your game, rather than something that's like hyper realistic, 4K, 60 FPS, whatever. Like, the story is always going to be the most important thing to me, but the art style can do so much for the story of your game, and I think Life is Strange has a good art style for it, and it's very cinematic, so we don't need anything super fancy.
Stop stalling, Max. Pull the trigger.
Flashbacks from Double Exposure that Chloe is hearing.
That memory can't be real. The Max I know wouldn't shoot anyone. But why does it feel real?
Polaroid camera.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
And a flashback from the original game. Yeah, I would much prefer...
Max is always on my
every
mind.
time.
Lately, I feel like she's the only thing in my mind that belongs there.
Like, graphics that, you know, like Limbo is really simple silhouette art style, but it evokes a strong emotion relevant to the dread and the horror of that game. Or the retro pixelated art style of Unpacking. Like, that's just far more interesting to me than, I don't know, like Cyberpunk's hyper realistic, you can customize your dick
Does
size.
every daughter have
like, I don't
nightmares
care.
that she killed her mom, even though she's still very much alive? Or is that just me?
And I do love a character creator. I will spend a very long time in a character creator, but the art style is of little importance to me overall. The art fidelity, I guess. The style will draw me to a game if it's really unique. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of things to talk about because I've already played this.
A version of me. If Max didn't rewind to save me. She's not me. But she's a part of me. The question is, how much?
Yeah, so we're getting like the Arcadia Bay lighthouse mixed over with the Caledon overlook. So yeah, it's like this weird liminal space, just like the end of Double Exposure when Max and Safi went into the eye of the storm.
Max? Who the fuck are you? There's one person who can help me understand what the fuck is going on. But why do I keep hallucinating her pointing a gun at me?
What is going on in there? Where the hell is the band?
I just told you, man! They're loading in now. And why isn't there a ramp on the back door? Or do they not have handicap accessibility in wherever the fuck town?
Quite the intro for Chloe after not seeing her for so long. Yeah, I wonder, especially with her arms glitching, if that's a consequence of the timelines merging, because we have to explain Chloe's existence for the people who chose that Chloe died. So, very interesting. It's also not lost on me that the "is" in the title in the Polaroid is falling apart, where in the other games it's just a normal intact Polaroid. So, what's the symbolism behind that? I don't know. We'll have to beat the game first.
Wow. Okay, fine. I'll go get my camera. Just keep being resplendent till I get back. How long was I gone on this trip? 3 days? Somehow it still feels good to come home to Vermont. My camera is underneath all this. Car packing for dummies. Whatever you need most goes to the back.
Okay, donut box.
This weekend was the height of my professional success. And I survived it on donuts and coffee.
Bag.
My most trusted companion.
Max loves a messenger bag. Portfolio.
My manager Hazel is always looking out for me.
Could be a good one for Long Vista Monthly, but they pay shit. Hazel.
And sometimes I want to kill her.
No more photos of your friends, please. Magnifique. Her journal.
I always tell my students that a key to being an artist is a daily journal practice. Sometimes I even follow it myself. After last year, it was time to start fresh with a new journal.
We can actually rotate inventory items in this game. That was something I kept trying to do in Double Exposure, and you can't do it. Also, there's a stag on the cover of this journal, and Max's spirit animal in the first game was a doe, so that's interesting. I'm always intimidated when I'm starting a new journal. It feels like I'm supposed to be making some sort of grand statement, especially since I haven't had much to say since the storm that changed everything, TM, last year. Well, that's somewhere to start. Last year it felt like everything was falling apart when my friend Safi died, and then I found a world where Safi wasn't dead, and a new ability to jump between realities, and then everything really did fall apart, until Safi and I managed to put it back together. Chloe texted me after the storm. I wanted to write her back so many times, but I just couldn't find the words. I still can't. I think this journal is my attempt to find them. Maybe when I do, I'll be able to write her back, and who knows. In some ways, there's very little to report. Same place, same house, same life. After so many years of endlessly moving around, one adventure to the next, I've suddenly found myself, I don't know, cocooned? But in other ways, I've been going through a bit of a metamorphosis. When Yasmin asked me to teach full-time, I was shocked. I thought she was joking, but after attending a few of my workshops, She was confident I could do it. And here's the second shock. It looks like she was right. I love teaching, I care about my students, and being the kind of teacher who nurtures them in a way mine never did, to put it mildly. Maybe that's enough. For now, it definitely is. But for how long? It's not that I feel stuck exactly, but is this what I've been building towards all this time? Am I ready to commit to this place, to this version of me? Maybe that's why I said yes when my agent Hazel, holy crap, I have an agent now, suggested I spend the weekend in New York. Maybe I can get my on-the-road fix while still putting down some roots. But then she sent me some interview questions in advance and, ugh. Where do you get your inspiration from? Is it too weird to say that I'm inspired by death? Not inspired, exactly. Driven by death? Defined by death? What the hell would someone say to that? Sorry about your weird life? Stop crying on my notes? Actually, this is a reporter, so the next question would be, then why is your work so much less depressing lately? No urban landscapes, no rusted rebar. You're even getting into portraiture. And yeah, I guess Caledon has been good for me. It feels alive in a way that doesn't hurt anymore. I'd already broken into every derelict building and bowling alley last year, so this year I just kind of learned how to live with the living again. See, this is why I don't do interviews. Yeah, Chloe texted at the end of Double Exposure, which we might see here in the text, which we gotta read through.
I never responded to this. I should. Once I somehow figure out what to say.
Yeah, in the final scene of Double Exposure, somebody, I can't remember if it was Moses or Amanda. No, it wouldn't have been Amanda. Maybe Safi asked, are you ready to stop avoiding that blue-haired girl that you have a picture of? And Max said she thought she was ready, or at least almost ready. But it's been almost a year since the end of Double Exposure, because that was in December, and now it's fall. So that's a long time to keep avoiding Chloe. Okay, let's read all our texts. How was class today? It was great. We had a handful of squirrels and some finches. I thought I saw a hermit thrush, but it flew away before I got to the right page in my field guide. These are our texts with Amanda, by the way. Love it. Hey, the Turtle's having a movie night tomorrow. I need a spooky, autumnal, family-friendly film. Any thoughts? Ooh, let me bring over my DVD binders. I have a bunch of options. Wait, family-friendly? I don't know if I have anything. That's what Vin said. It was good seeing you tonight. Great seeing you too. If you ever want to do a family unfriendly night, I'm happy to lend my film collection. Hey, just checking in. How are you doing? Not bad. Heading out for a date with a girl in Battleboro who has a pet parrot. Are you sure she wasn't a pirate in disguise? Hold on, she's asking if I have any pieces of 8. I assume that's a new kind of indica edible. Okay, the parrot was way too loud, and Pirate Girl is still working things out with her ex, so that's out. Why are the cute ones always emotionally unavailable? You tell me. Yeah, guess I deserve that. That's something that Amanda said to Max in Double Exposure, that she was emotionally unavailable. You don't, and I'm sorry. It's just, you and I get along so well. Sometimes I wonder why we broke up. These games always start with Max breaking up with somebody. I know, I'm sorry we weren't quite right for each other, but you're still one of my favorite people in Lakeport. And I'm really glad that we're friends, assuming you still want to be friends. Say no more, and same to you. Hey, you free this Friday? I was talking to my new bartender about what we could do to help Lakeport after the storm, and long story short, we're having an open mic night. I'm gonna do stand-up. Wait, this Friday? I'm so sorry, I can't come. My agent set up a couple of gallery shows in NYC. I have to leave right after my class. What? That's amazing, congratulations. Thanks. Mind if I stop by the Turtle tonight? I have to choose a couple of prints to bring with me, and I'd love a second opinion. You're on. I'll have a free drink waiting at the bar for the almost birthday girl. Okay. Hazel, Max's agent. Updates. Bouchon Gallery in Soho and Astrid in Williamsburg, both interested. Trying to pit them against each other on the fee. More to come. Whoa, that's great news. Thanks. Also, Aperture wants to include you in a feature. Something about post-industrial naturalism, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I'd rather you have your own spread. Holy shit, but I mean, Aperture. I'm honored just to be considered. They're lucky to have you. Trust me, I know most of the editors there. They're dying for young talent. Okay, things are happening. I want to get you down to New York for some gallery tours. The 2 I mentioned above, plus maybe a couple more if I can lock them in. Whoa, I'll look at my calendar. When are you thinking? Don't kill me. Can you do this weekend? Wow, okay, I'll look into it right away. I'm in. Excellent. Finalizing plans now. We'll send you the itinerary. Get excited. This is going to be huge for you. Aperture means portal and Life is Strange exist in the same universe. Moses. Tony says he might make it out for Thanksgiving, but Labor Day is a no-go. Oh no, I'm sorry. I was really looking forward to meeting him. It's been almost a year, and Max still has not met Tony. So he's officially the worst boyfriend ever. It's hard. I know we're both busy, and I don't mind waiting for holidays, but when he says he can come and then cancels... I know. Okay, I have an idea for something that might cheer you up, but it should wait until next week. For now, want to meet at the Turtle and commiserate? Sure. Max, I know you hated every minute of our Machine Angel marathon, but it means a lot that you wanted to cheer me up. Moses, it was my absolute pleasure to try and fail to understand what that sexy robot was doing. Hey, are we on for 2 today? Yes, sorry we have a faculty meeting with President Teller on Monday. My advisor is asking me to prep some slides on the future of physics. Just put your face on the last slide. I don't think he has that sense of humor, or any sense of humor, but yes, I should be done by 2. Cool, anything I can do to help? Yes, bring marshmallows. Yeah, so Yasmin is no longer the president of Caledon. She has been replaced by somebody named President Teller. Want to cancel today? What? No, why would I? Because I'm guessing you still haven't packed for your trip? Well, I moved all my clothes onto the bed. Progress is being made. But I don't need to cancel. I want to run a couple of outfit ideas by you anyway. Okay, see you at 2. Sounds like we won't get much testing done this time. Hey, you're back in town tomorrow night, right? Yeah, sometime in the evening. If this is a surprise birthday thing, I would love to opt out. Oh right, your birthday was yesterday. Sorry, slipped my mind. It's been a crazy weekend. There's a lot happening. Like, a lot. Is everything okay? Just focus on your trip. I'll fill you in when you get back. So it was Max's birthday yesterday, because she got back, or is getting back from New York right now. Safi. Hey, how's the road? Where even are you? Safi, you haven't answered my calls or texts. I miss you. Just let me know you're okay, please. God, you're like my mom. I'm fine. I mean, not really, not at all, not in any sense that matters, but I'm fine in the sense of, you can stop worrying about me, I'm fine. I want to talk to you. Please call me back. Safi, are you there? Hey, just hope you're okay. That's all. Call me. Vin. Amanda's having a back-to-school night at the Turtle. You in? I shouldn't. I only have a few more days until my first class starts. I have to revise my syllabus, make sure I have the class portal set up. Ugh. Moses says I have imposter syndrome, but I never finished high school. Can you really call it imposter syndrome if you're an actual imposter? Oh dear, a classic case of the jitters. Step 1, take a deep breath. Oh, and I need to check if the waivers are required for classes that meet outside of normal. Deep breaths. Got it. I just ordered you a Cosmo. Meet me at the bar for step 2. Ugh, fine. It was good to see you tonight, and remember what I said, fake it till you make it. Your students are so excited to learn from a famous photographer, and once they meet you, they'll be so excited to learn from you. Don't stress. Thanks, Finn. I mean it. I'm gonna kill Owen, I swear. What did he do now? He got all snooty because I didn't understand the neuroplasticity of large language models, but then he needed help with the copy machine. I have a lot of large language to feed that guy. I'm torn. On one hand, I like having a friend in the president's office, and on the other, you want to watch me verbally eviscerate Owen? It's a real conundrum. Hey, I saw an audition sheet in Lakeport this afternoon. I think it was an all-male take on The Taming of the Shrew. Just a heads up. Ugh, I'm aware. You don't like that theater company? I do not. The artistic director is a talentless hack. Also, we dated for a while in sophomore year. Hey, are you coming to Amanda's open mic thing? Actually, I can't. Tell you the whole story when I get back, but for now, is there anything you want from NYC? Black and white cookie. Black and white cookie. Yasmin. Maxine, hello. I've missed you since leaving campus. Are you well? President Fayad, it's so nice to hear from you. Please, it's former president, if anything, but I much prefer Yasmin. You got it, Yasmin. Things are great. I love my class, the students are so smart and inquisitive, and my new agent, Hazel, has really been pushing my work to galleries and magazines. I'm so grateful to you for getting me the instructor role. That is so exciting. You earned your new role entirely on your own merits. You are a great artist. You deserve to have your work appreciated on campus and out in the world. Ah, thank you. I have been desperately trying to reach Safia. Have you heard from her? I'm sorry, no. Just a single text, but no information about where she is or what she's doing. It is the same for me. I am worried. I know, me too. Okay, finally caught up on our reading. Our objective is to take a photo of the sunset. September 22nd. So Max's birthday is September 21st. Hat.
My agent Hazel said I need to look more like an artist. So I bought this hat. I think I'll stick to looking like Max.
Suitcase.
1 gallery showing, 3 magazine meetings, and 1 commission proposal. So of course I packed 25 different outfits.
Okay, now we have our camera. 3 hours later. Had to read all my texts and my whole journal.
The selfie I took just before this trip. I think I knew I'd want to hold on to this moment. Time for your close-up.
We've got a butterfly that, ooh, lots of butterflies. And where'd that squirrel go? Oh, he's gone now. Very nice. Lots of blue butterflies. Moses. Are you back? Are you safe? Of course I'm safe. Still on the road. What's going on? Good. Then stay away for now. There's some kind of attack on campus. Oh my god, what's happening? Are you okay? I'm headed to the observatory. There are students trapped. It's a fire, spreading quick. Really bad. Stay away. I'll let you know when it's clear. No, I'm coming to help. I'll be there soon. Stay safe.
Something horrible is happening on campus. I've got to get back now. I've been gone for 3 days and all hell has broken loose. This is so horrible.
Okay, I think we've got more messages. No? Okay. It was just letting me know that I can, but...
The Abraxas logo. Killers. What does all this mean?
I never really paid much attention to the Abraxas logo with, like, the chicken or rooster and the snakes. killers. No demolition. Down with Abraxas. Stop bulldozing. Down with Abraxas.
What happened here?
The observatory is on
Where's the
fire.
damn fire department? They're all tied up at that destroyed building where this mess started. Fremont? But all the students are down here! Fuck!
They're down
All units on
here.
site, 1082 at the Fine Arts Building. Repeat, all units.
Damn it! Come on!
For all units to be called to the fab when there are students apparently trapped in that burning building? Something crazy's got to be going down at the fab.
Loretta's march? What does Loretta have to do with all of this?
This corrupt and criminal administration will not silence us. We will make our voices heard. 9:22, 7 p.m. Admin building. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Loretta. Stop the lies.
Where did all this come from?
Get us out of here!
Hold on! No! Hang on! I will get help!
Cops couldn't shoot the lock off. This is a video game. Wouldn't be the first time cops have just stood around while children are trapped inside a building. Press and hold shift to move faster. Fire material.
Someone set this fire on purpose.
Yeah, the whole observatory is on fire.
Ah, damn it!
The security! There's students trapped in the atrium!
No shit, you need to clear out now!
Noelle, you were breaking time-space continuum there for a minute.
The whole campus is burning. This is so horrible.
That is a large coordinated effort for the entire campus to be on fire.
Moses? Hold on!
And he's holding
I'm
Chloe.
coming!
Very dumb, Max.
Hurry, the roof is caving in! No!
Girl, you got superpowers.
No, no, no. Come on. Come on. I'll save you, Moses. I'll save everyone. Just give me time.
So Chloe arrived at Caledon while Max was in New York. And then everything fell apart. What a coincidence.
No smoke. No screams. I did it.
Oh god. I did it. I jumped into a photo again.
Blue butterfly on that bench.
I'm
But
sure
like a
this
really
won't
blue
have
one.
terrible, far-reaching consequences for the school or the people I love. What have I done? It's Friday. The fire started Sunday evening. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have come back. Maybe I'll just fuck everything up. But maybe I can't fuck it up any more than it already was. I'm here now. I can do something. I have to do something.
If you make things worse, then you can just go back in time again and go out of town, right? That blade of grass is really... Okay. With these Zen moments, if you haven't watched my other Life is Strange playthroughs, I usually like to sit in them until we get a repeat shot. So just enjoy the vibes, enjoy the music. It's kind of what Life is Strange is all about. And this Tessa Rose Jackson musician was like most of the songs in Double Exposure.
What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. But this is my home, and I won't let it.
The fire is
Oh my
leaking
God.
through her photo. So another weird kind of multiple timeline thing. Time is not linear. Very interesting. Oh, don't crash, game. Okay, we're good.
Hi, Hazel.
Max! Big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do.
Ugh, what a beautiful campus with the lake there and all the trees. Never been to the Northeast. Someday, especially during the fall. That's when I really want to go.
It's so peaceful. But for how long?
Well, until Sunday, max. Meet
Moses should be waiting for me in his office.
For hot chocolate. We have new message from Loretta. Hey Loretta, just checking in. Yes, Max. Why do you ask? No real reason, but please tell me if there's anything dangerous going on with you. None more than usual. Again, what is this about? It's nothing, I promise. I'm just checking in. Alright, well, thanks for this super weird check-in, I guess. And we have a new journal entry. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Sorry, some issues with the new recording setup that I had to do to get this to work. Okay, journal. Breathe, just breathe. Don't pass out, there's too much to do. I smelled the fire before I saw it. The smoke was thick by the time I drove into campus. I was already starting to wonder what I could do. If I used my powers, would it help, or just make everything worse? Then I saw Moses, and I stopped thinking at all. Moses and I have spent this year studying Rewind. It took a lot of convincing, but after seeing what happened when Safi lost control of her powers, he was certain that the more we know, the safer I'll be. Moses treats my powers like a question that can be answered, not a curse or a liability. It's been a long time since I've felt like that. We never tested my ability to rewind into a photo, as badly as Moses wanted to study it. After hearing about everything that happened in Arcadia Bay, he agreed it wasn't worth the risk. And it wasn't, up until the moment he fell through the roof. One thing was clear. After months of testing, I could theoretically use my powers, all of my powers, without breaking the world. Guess it's time to test that theory. What even happened here? I was gone for a weekend and everything went to shit. I took crosstalk off my phone. Pros, productivity boost. Cons, didn't hear about a disaster on campus. In his texts, Moses was clearly waiting until I got home to tell me something. But if a violent protest was closing in, would he really be cryptic about it? Okay, what do I know so far? I heard the cops talking about a house called Fremont. That's where the fire started. And the protest. Did Loretta start a mob? I know she can be tenacious, but that would be a new level. Will Moses think I did the right thing? Thankfully, I don't have to sit and wonder. He's still alive, so I can go ask him. This little crosstalk with the halo and the angel wings. I'm so glad that we don't have to catch up on crosstalk in this game, that they got rid of it, because the texts are enough, I think, and it's just like it's not fun to read all that stuff. Okay. And this is the first we're seeing of the observatory other than the roof. That was all we got to see during double exposure. I want a better angle. Pumpkins.
He's smiling, but you know he feels empty inside.
None of these pumpkins are... Oh, I guess that one down there is smiling. All the Halloween decorations. Ugh.
I wonder how Moses will react to all this.
I wish it was Halloween. It's always Halloween in my soul. Okay. Have another photo op over here.
Your Honor, my head's not in the clouds. It's up in space.
Collectibles. Very important. Podcast flyers. You've discovered a flyer for a podcast. Select Listen to sit down and listen to it. Keep an eye out for more.
Secrets, corruption, occultism, power. Welcome back to Abraxcast, Caledon's only podcast dedicated to uncovering the hidden underbelly of the Abraxas Society. I am your host, Loretta Rice. This is episode 4, The Hall of Secrets. It has long been known that Abraxas is no ordinary campus club. it seems to operate by its own rules and logic. Take their recent battle with the administration over housing. The Abraxas House is a Caledon-owned building at the periphery of Lakeport. After the storm, President Owen Teller declared the building uninhabitable and quickly advanced plans to have it condemned. Now, whatever one thinks about the administration's expansion plans, branded Caledon 2.0, university bylaws are very clear that Abraxas students must submit to relocation or risk disciplinary action. But this is not what happened. Instead, students have been returning to the building, squatting in their old rooms, and staging disruptive protests. The planned demolition has been set back indefinitely. Now, my role as a journalist is not to pick sides, but to uncover the truth. And I have come to believe that the reason for Abraxas's peculiar leverage may rest inside the very house they are illegitimately occupying. Sources tell me of a section in the Abraxas house known as the Hall of Secrets. What is contained within it? No one knows. But I'm told it has been passed down for decades and remains very well concealed from even the most senior Abraxas members. It stands to reason that these secrets hold the key to understanding not just Abraxas, but also its peculiar hold over Caledon University. I, your faithful reporter, will not rest until I have uncovered the Hall of Secrets myself and revealed what lies within.
Okay, so that's a new feature of this game, our podcasts. They're kind of like Zen moments, but podcast format. I am very interested and excited that the Abraxas Society has more of a role in this game, because that was one of my critiques of Double Exposure, was that Abraxas was like a red herring, which, I mean, a mystery game needs to have red herrings, but it was very interesting and there was just like nothing about it. It was like completely irrelevant. So, yeah, I guess maybe they had plans for it and they just saved it for this game. I don't know. Let's go see Moses.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s in a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is...
Max. You think she would be better at this?
Well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember.
Max.
I mean... It was a foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
And nobody cares about the arts, as usual.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
Everyone who's still in the class has an A, but plenty of students dropped when they realized how tough it would be.
I noticed that too. Not the academic curve we strive for, but perhaps that wasn't covered in your orientation.
This guy sucks.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how was this allowed to happen?
That is a good point.
Wow.
Rent-free
I do not
in
remember
that
this
giant
conversation
house.
being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
I acted on instinct. I hope it was the right choice.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally,
You can't really
it is
see
a
that.
bit more
but
abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you.
Yeah, you have to tell him.
Moses, I'm sorry, but I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof. I tried to help, but I couldn't get inside.
Working on a Sunday. I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
Yeah, that would have been, plan A.
I wasn't sure if I should. I've used my powers to save people before. It doesn't always end well.
Yet you came back here. And I'm glad you did.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work.
Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend.
Having all of this research written out in the open on an easily accessible whiteboard seems like a bad idea.
We've covered a lot of ground these past months together.
But I said the same thing about in double exposure, all their texts about what was it? Or no, in True Colors, with all of the group texts about trying to look into the mining company, whatever it was called. I can't even remember.
No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something.
8-2 attempted to capture footage of subject during teleportation test using infrared camera. As expected, footage showed hot spots at subject's starting and ending positions, with a slight change in atmospheric temperature consistent with subject's path across the room. 8-9 no testing, lunch in Burlington. 8-16 repetition testing. Subject broke, rewound, and unbroke the same mug 20 times. No nosebleeds or fatigue. No future repetition tests per subject's request. 8-23 no testing. Subject needed tech support with the Caledon teacher portal. 8-30 discussed plans for future tests. Monthly check of subject's vitals. No changes. 9-6 no testing. Machine Angel Marathon, which was what Max did to cheer Moses up after Tony wouldn't come. 9-13 testing the upper limits of subject's rewind window. Subject and tester set a timer for 10 minutes. When alarm sounded, subject rewound as far back as she could without strain. Average rewind time after 5 attempts, 5 minutes, 42 seconds. No nosebleeds or fatigue. Okay.
Yeah. About that whole avoid section.
Safe. Rewinding 5 minutes or less. Rewinding with objects. Small changes made in the past. Rewinding in front of others. Why don't people notice when Max teleports? Perceptual completion. The influence of schemas. Untested. Timeline shifting. No evidence of other timelines seen since the merge. Avoid photo jumping. Large changes made in the past.
I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all.
Caledon graduate student falsely reported dead. Police blame computer error. Residents experience short-term memory loss in the wake of something. The perfect storm. Caledon's unanswered questions. Local meteorologists are struggling to explain how a Category 3 storm could strike the area with no warning last week, but as the town of Lakeport struggles to rebuild, even stranger questions are coming to light. Caledon University graduate student Safia Llewellyn Fayyad was seen on campus on the same day that Lakeport police were interviewing suspects regarding her death. This reporter remembers reading Llewellyn Fayyad's obituary in this very paper, though electronic records from that day have become corrupted and inaccessible. Interviews with Caledon students and faculty revealed further discrepancies. None of them had any memory of Llewellyn Fayyad's death, though some recalled seeing a flower-covered memorial on campus the previous week. Llewellyn Fayyad was unavailable for comment. Yeah, there were all those snowdrops in the shape of her body on the overlook. And I was kind of waiting for the snowdrops to have like a more specific meaning. I don't know if just like snowdrops are associated with Safi and cherry blossoms are associated with Maya. I don't know.
After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in other ways. Not sure if I want to know if he's right.
Theoretical new powers. Fast forward. Tailored rewind. Rewinding one item area person but not the rest. Photo jumping into photos Max isn't in. Some successes in the past, but inconclusive, possibly unsafe. Photo jumping into a photo and remaining indefinitely, unsure of ramifications, won't test. Discovering and shifting to other timelines, splitting the timeline in two again, no plans to test, could kill Safi. Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet.
Yeah, degrees. It's been nice and warm. Okay. Oh. Wrong button. I pushed right mouse button to go back because that's what it was in double exposure. And that is now the rewind button. So, okay. Anything else to look at? No, telescope.
Moses' pride and joy. Though he hasn't had as much time for the stars since he started studying my powers. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z.
Okay, let's talk to Moses.
You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab that index card before Moses rips it. Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst.
Okay. I did not see this text. I have to go pick up my dog from the groomer. Okay. Press Control to quickly undo Max's last action.
How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing.
Max is good at art too, though. All the drawings in her journal.
Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me.
Flowers.
Tony and Moses make it look easy.
No, they don't.
How do you keep somebody that close for that long?
Hey boo, hope you're enjoying your favorite season. Sorry I can't visit until Thanksgiving, but until then, enjoy the flowers. Yeah, Diamond in Double Exposure had a crush on Moses, but she left with Safi at the end of Double Exposure, so I wonder when we'll be seeing
Moses
Diamond.
is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fire flinger did the deed.
I obviously know what the answer is and where it is, so let's just go there. But look at a few things too.
A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Safi, if she ever comes back.
Are those supposed to be like... Do you see all those little floaties? Are those supposed to be like dust motes from the window? They must be.
Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest.
May Jemison is at the vet. Possible respiratory infection. She will return soon. No, you may not spend class time writing her get well soon notes. Rude.
You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster?
Probably made with that 3D printer downstairs. Moses' contraband kettle.
Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open?
And the mural from Double Exposure.
When I, split reality in two and then mashed it back together, it wasn't exactly seamless. I offered to help him finish it, but Moses likes the reminder that all those crazy memories really happened.
So, interesting that the timelines, like, physically affected the mural as well, because, like, most stuff seems normal and untouched, but the mural is
Moses had
weird.
me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Well, you're definitely no true samurai, but are you the killer? So, your name is Mina, but did you kill the samurai? Where's the proof?
Mina Hiramatsu. That's the only thing we found that has a name on it, so that's probably a good indication.
Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still.
Moses, thank you for your card. My time at Caledon didn't end quite as I might have hoped, but I know that the school is in capable hands. I remember when Safia first met you and what? Excited? And how excited she was to make such a bright new friend. I hope that wherever she is now, she knows how lucky she is to have friends like you and Maxine. Fondly, Yasmin. I know that I can get the text by doing that, but it's not as fun or as immersive, so I don't do it. Unless I have to. Okay, Moses.
Okay, ask me again.
Max, it's great that you can remember something you just saw, but I'm testing whether you can remember it before you saw it.
Moses.
Fair enough.
So scientific. Okay, so we gotta rewind. Is that far enough?
Okay, ask me again.
Max.
It's hard to tell how far back I'm supposed to go sometimes. Okay, so we gotta take the card.
Ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu.
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct! Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
More tests. Get Moses what is locked in the cabinet. Okay.
If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear.
And there's our screwdriver.
Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike.
Open.
You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo.
Max is not affected by rewind. She retains facts and inventory objects. Rewind to undo breaking the mug. But still falls and breaks anyway. You would think she would be ready to catch it, but...
Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next
Max
few
is a
minutes.
klutz.
Need another plan.
So, we need... cushion.
This could protect the mug, if it wasn't currently in pieces.
I really have to rewind before I can even pick it up.
Okay.
Okay. Now take the cushion. Game logic.
Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Oh, nice snort, Max. I do that too sometimes. I hate it. Mug is safe.
Yes.
New conversation available, I believe is what that icon means. Now we have to rewind to fix the door, but we still have the mug because Max is not affected by rewind, so she keeps the mug, and we give it to Moses.
Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
Stand on the X. Okay. Hello. Stand. Thank you.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses!
Ah!
Rewind.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh,
Now,
it just does that sometimes.
we have to go upstairs.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
Rewind.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
And unplug it. And to Moses, it'll seem like we teleported.
Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Well, thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
Debrief with Moses.
Please tell me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
How are you feeling about the disaster I just dropped into your lap?
Still processing. But I'm glad we still have a chance to do something. How do you feel?
I know my powers are, well, powerful. But that doesn't mean they're dependable. This could end badly. What if it was a mistake to come back here? What if I just make everything worse?
I know there are risks. There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump into photos. But our testing has proved that some kinds of rewind are safe. If you unbreak a mug, the universe doesn't seem to care.
But this? Going back into a photo? Trying to stop a major catastrophe? This is where the bad shit starts happening.
We won't try to change everything. But If we figure out where and how the fire starts, we might be able to change the thing that matters. Let's take stock. What do we know for sure? What leads do we have?
The only thing we know for sure is that my powers are going to complicate things. They always do.
Maybe this time is different? We can't stay locked in the past.
Like I can help it. Every time a new disaster strikes, it always brings me back to the first disaster.
Chloe, in the school bathroom.
Trying to save Chloe and the place I love is how I destroyed the last place I loved.
Arcadia Bay, right? It looked beautiful. At least from the photos you showed me.
It was beautiful. When it was still on the map. How do I know Lakeport won't be next? How are you so calm?
Because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers. And you have a brilliant physicist friend who wants to help.
That I do. So, who would have a motive to burn down Caledon? I saw signs of a protest, but I'm not sure what it was about.
It was about a
We
praxis.
haven't heard from Safi since she left.
Moses. No way. I didn't see any sign of her.
Safi's a shapeshifter. She was furious with her mom and with Caledon. Could it be her?
I still don't think Safi would burn down the school. At least not on purpose.
At least not the Safi we thought we knew.
That being said, one thing we know about Safi is that she gets reckless when she's angry. Vin and Amanda could help us. Vin knows everything about Caledon, and Amanda knows everything about Lakeport. Too bad I can't tell them why I'm asking. They'd never believe me.
Because of the storm amnesia?
We need a better name. That sounds like a disease you get in a fantasy novel.
Well, you turned down cognitive dissonance triggered collective memory loss.
Sometimes I wish everyone still remembered. The two timelines and everything with Safi and me having powers and...
You could remind them. You reminded me when I started forgetting.
I was selfish. It was so scary when all their memories started fading. I couldn't stand the thought of being alone with everything again.
Understandable. But why me?
I knew you could handle it. But most people aren't you. It's better if they don't know.
Even Amanda?
Especially Amanda. Dating a time traveler is not for everyone. Every conversation ended with, "Did you rewind that?" Every argument started with, "Don't rewind this."
I get where she's coming from. It's easy to imagine how someone with your powers could be manipulative.
I get it too. But it did hurt when she forgot about my powers and got so much happier. I couldn't remind her. I couldn't be the reason she got so anxious again. But then I really was lying to her. And I couldn't live with that either.
She still makes eyes at you and the turtle. Any regrets?
Amanda is amazing. If there was a way to be honest about my powers and make her happy, I'd love to find it.
Yeah, it's interesting because that's essentially what Chloe said in her text with Max in Double Exposure, is that, like, the reason their relationship fell apart is because she could never trust that Max wasn't just rewinding. Like, she said, when Max asked, like, why don't we stay here in Chicago or wherever it was, and Chloe said, if I tell you no, are you just going to rewind until a different version of me says yes? And, like, yeah, that's really hard. I can't imagine how you can have a relationship with these powers. I mean, she and Moses have a relationship, but it's different, I guess. And I am not sure how I feel about this whole storm amnesia thing. It seemed like a really nice, like, thematic narrative full circle moment for Max at the end of double exposure, when she was like, now all these people know about my powers and I'm not going to run away. I'm going to move forward, which was a whole theme with Chloe wanted to move forward and Max was stuck in the past. And so for everybody to forget feels, you know, a little, I mean, it is a retcon. And, I don't know, it kind of sucks a little bit. I mean, I get it. Because, like, they have to do this story somehow. But, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, the whole amnesia about everything feels convenient.
So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class starts in 15 minutes. I should cancel.
No. Don't make any changes you don't have to. If we mess with the timeline too much, we might introduce new variables.
You know, I saw something in class last time. Reggie took a call and walked away when I got near. I wonder if it was about Abraxas.
Secret society. Shady calls with the Abraxas president. It could be something.
And in the fire, I noticed some Abraxas graffiti. It seemed ominous.
Text me if you learn anything. I'm gonna steal another whiteboard from engineering. And Max? Promise me you'll do whatever you can this weekend. To stop the fire. To save people if it breaks out. Anything. I know there are consequences to using your powers, but inaction has consequences too. Whatever happens, I need us to know that we did everything we could.
I think I need that too.
Have a good class.
The game is afoot. From here on, it's up to you to find enough evidence to pinpoint the source of the fire. Remember to look everywhere for clues. That is very ominous and something we have not seen in any other Life is Strange game, so lots of pressure. I only played a little bit after this point, so we'll do that. It's just this class mission that Max is going to go teach her class, and then I will stop the video and we will be all caught up and everything from that point will be new to me. So let's do it.
I'm sorry. So sorry. Crazy day. Crazy, crazy day.
Because of your Grand Gallery tour of New York this weekend? I'm amazed you didn't ditch us entirely.
Yeah, you must be freaking out. When do you leave?
You know, given my extreme lateness, I think we should jump right into the lesson today.
Oh.
I know. But I think you'll want all the time we have for this. So, we've been focusing on composition, character of place, dynamic structure, light, balance, movement, contrast.
List making.
If you've been paying attention so far, when you look out there, your eyes should find endless patterns of shapes and colors. But today, I want you to see something else entirely. I'll give you a hint. It's the most powerful element a photographer can pursue. Yet it's the one thing a photograph can never really have. Loretta, take a stab.
Perfection.
It's Speak for yourself.
That's a good guess. But I'm thinking of life. Human life, specifically. It's all around us. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know it is for me. But when I turn my camera on one person and focus on trying to see them, really see them,
NPC models.
I can feel a connection happen through the camera. So, look out there again. Find someone you don't know, someone who grabs your attention, someone you want to connect with. Your assignment today? Go take their picture.
Oh, come on, don't make us do that.
Strangers, isn't that dangerous?
Be reasonable, Max.
Now I remember. I got the same reaction the last time I lived through this day, and the assignment was a total dud. Maybe a demonstration would help. All right, you artsy introverts. I, your fearless leader, shall go first. Observe. Hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Max. I'm a photographer.
I can see that, Max.
I'm actually teaching a class, and it would save me from looking super lame in front of my students if I could take your picture.
I don't normally let people take my picture, but I'd hate to be the cause of your public humiliation. Shoot. So, why was I selected for this demonstration?
You seemed lost in your book, as if the rest of the world wasn't here. I find that kind of focus exciting.
Exciting, am I? But there's a flaw in your plan. Now that we've started talking, whatever you were trying to capture before must surely be gone.
You're right. The camera changes things. That's why I tell my students, you're not capturing reality. You're composing it.
My nerdy physicist friend tells me that's called the observer effect. Particles jumping around just from being looked at.
I've played Outer
I have
Wilds.
one of those too. Something about her suddenly feels very familiar.
Oh, camera. If we double expose it, are we gonna see Safi? No.
Well,
but that
did you capture my essence?
Double exposed Safi thing was only in the Eye of the Storm that she
Did
showed
my
up.
intrigue translate through the camera?
I think I captured what you were willing to show me. Safi, is that you?
Whoa.
It was so nice to meet you, Max. I hope your students found this as enlightening as I did.
My students. I almost forgot about them.
And then she smokes. Safi sneaking around.
Everything okay? That looked intense.
It was one of the most fascinating pictures I've ever taken. Now go. Spread out. Find your subject. I'll be around if you need me. Was that really Safi? With a shapeshifter, you never know for sure. But if she's really back, hiding herself on campus days before a massive fire, that is alarming. Either way, she's gone now. I need to use this time to check in with my students and see if they know anything that could help me understand this fire. Reggie is the president of Abraxas, which is seemingly connected to the fire. And I know Loretta is somehow too. I need to talk to both of them.
Okay, we have a new message from Moses. I'm still processing everything we just talked through, but I want you to know how glad I am that you've given us a chance to change something. We'll figure this out together. Okay, you're amazing, and I'm so glad that we're friends. And also, I think I just saw Safi. Oh wow, that's a surprising new variable. You didn't see her the last time you taught this class? No, I changed one tiny thing about how I introduced the subject, and there she was. I see. I know, I'm a butterfly with very big wings. I have to get back to class, just thought you should know. And
Amanda
text
is
from Amanda.
performing tonight. Last time, I had to be on the road and couldn't make it. But tonight...
I'm reworking a joke for tonight. What's funnier, the magician or the birthday magician? Can I get any more context? No way. I know you can't come tonight, but you're gonna see me perform someday. No spoilers. In that case, the magician sounds punchier. Besides, I assume all magicians do birthdays anyway. Thank you. Okay, keep prepping for your fancy NY trip. Don't forget to pack a cigarette holder or a reticule, whatever that is. You know the art world so well. Okay, so we've got to help out our students and see what evidence we can find about this fire. Nothing there. There's little gnomes hiding around. Books. Students just
I think
leaving their
Loretta
books.
had a hard time getting a good photo of a student. I should see if she needs any help.
Gnomes.
Chloe tried to get me into D&D. It seemed fun, but I could never make it through the rules without getting a headache. I remember helping 3 students last time.
Okay, I can't save it. I was wondering. I think it will prompt me if it's like an actual collectible photo moment.
Hey, Loretta. How's your assignment going?
Terrible. This guy's giving me nothing.
It's like that sometimes. Have you done anything to put him at ease?
I don't want him at ease. I want him to tell me about the drama at Abraxas. He's a senior member. He must know what Reggie's hiding.
And Reggie is now the president of Abraxas because Vin was going to run at the end of Double Exposure, in our game at least, but I guess lost or didn't or whatever, and then Diamond was also going to run against him, but she left with Safi, so Reggie's president now.
That's not the assignment, Loretta.
Fine. I got his photo and not an ounce of dirt for my podcast. Is there anything else?
You've been digging pretty deep into Abraxas for your podcast. Any developments?
Are you trying to get a sneak peek of my next episode?
That, and I have some reasons to be concerned about them myself.
Well, let me just say, I'm following a lead that could blow the top off Abraxas and its administration. But you'll have to listen to the next ep.
Damn. That's some teaser. Kind of a weird question, but are you planning any sort of march on campus?
That is a weird question. What are you driving at?
It's just rumor I'm looking into. Humor me.
No, I'm not planning any march, parade, procession, or any other kind of organized walking.
A little defensive.
Understood.
Illuminating as always, Loretta.
That's me, shining a light in the dark for those who can't see.
Are you still taking my picture? I have to get to jazz practice.
Cool it, Thelonious. We'll be done soon.
Who else could use my help?
Loretta, get a new sweater. It's kind of lame that Loretta and Reggie don't get new outfits for the new game.
With the fab closed from the storm damage, they moved a lot of the art out here.
Just a different color. And Moses is wearing the same jacket. He also wore that Son of Lead jacket in double exposure, but whatever.
Need to find Reggie and Jeanette. Looks like Caledon has a new artist in residence.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if there was anything important up here. The fab is under construction. It is closed. Caledon's Paranormal Secrets is looking for stories. Another podcast, I guess. Don't think there was anything over here. Okay. Let's just go back down. Oh, wait. There was a... I think there was a photo op over here.
One student down. I can probably help 2 more.
With this squirrel. Oh. Gotta get all the collectibles.
Squirrels. The unofficial mascot of every college campus.
I actually don't care about the collectibles, but if I find them, I will take them. Broken camera.
Most of the time, being a teacher is amazing. Other times, it makes me want to shake my fist and scream about these damn kids today. Half the time, the students don't want to figure out how to fix the issue themselves. They just want me to do it.
Camera's broken. I got to study for chem lab. Peace. This is another photo op.
Need to find Reggie and Jeanette.
Yes, Max.
Everyone's used to me and my camera by now.
If you say so. Cairn.
All those affected by the storm may participate with care in this act of rebuilding and resilience. I think I count.
Okay. Bulletin board, not really important. Is it functioning right now?
Yes, hello. Please tell the fire department to be ready for a blazing inferno Sunday night. Just a gut feeling. Perfect.
You could definitely call the fire department and be like, hey, I have a tip that
Jeanette was trying
something
to
bad's
take
gonna
a photo
happen.
that conveyed a lot of emotion. I should check on her.
Hey, Jeanette. How did your assignment go?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
You create a sense of raw power that's really compelling.
No, you don't get it. I was trying to break composition to create a sense of tension and drama. Damn it!
Jeez. Okay. Let me tell you what you want to hear, I guess. Because that will help you learn.
Jeanette, let me see that photo.
Well, okay.
Wow. I love how you break the rule of thirds and short-size your subject. The imbalance is so tense and dramatic.
Oh my god, thank you. That was exactly my intention.
Just do me
I
a
know.
favor. Try the assignment again, but focus more on your subject than your camera.
Sure. Thanks again, Max.
Their teeth and their mouths look so rough in this game. Professor Mayha.
Hey, Professor Mayha.
Mayha.
Thanks for posing for Jeanette.
It's Ratty now, Max. And it's my pleasure.
Yeah. I got things to do. There's a big mouse statue. There's a crow. Another photo op. Ooh, I keep walking when I'm meaning to zoom. Cute. I love crows.
No judgment. I don't like to share my fries either.
Okay, and now to Reggie.
Didn't Reggie have a hard time figuring out how to ask someone to take their photo? Hey, Reggie. Find a subject yet?
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, don't stare!
Okay.
The guy I see at the gym. Spotted him a few times, but he's still very much a stranger. I was hoping maybe...
It's a camera, Reggie. Not a pickup tool. Your dating life does not hinge on a photograph.
That actually helps. A lot, thanks. Okay. I'm going in.
So I guess Reggie and Vin aren't together then. Because they were kind of together at the end of Double Exposure.
Hey, I'm in a photo class. We have to take a picture of somebody. So I was wondering, can I take a picture of you? No, but it's a thing I have to do for class, so I don't really have a choice, but no, for sure. No, I'm into that, for sure. Hey, no issues here. I'm a safe guy. It's good. You have a good one. I'm gonna put that away. Okay. Oh.
What happened?
Total rejection. He said he doesn't believe in analog media. Then I
Dodged a
finger-gunned him.
bullet,
Oh,
Reggie.
God, I can never show my face in that gym again.
Sorry, Reggie.
Okay. Let's help Reggie get a date. Max, you're not supposed to be changing things. I wonder, I guess I could just, like, not do it. Or actually, I think I tried that the first time, and I have to help Reggie, so.
Hello there.
What's up?
I have this talent where I can guess any student's major. I believe yours is contemporary ceramics?
What? Way off. I'm in communications.
Communication.
Damn. So much for that special power. Thanks anyway.
Oh. Okay. So tell Reggie to use that to break the ice.
Hey, Reggie. Let me guess. You're working up the courage to ask that student to take his photo?
Yeah. Good guess.
Little tip. He's a communications major, so communicate about communication.
Communications. That could work. Thanks, Max. Going in. Hi. I'm Reggie.
And suddenly he believes in analog
Super
media.
teacher strikes again. Maybe I should have been teaching with Rewind all along. I hate the idea of snooping on my students, but I wonder if there are any Abraxas secrets that could help stop this fire. I should make my way back to where class started.
Notebooks.
Whoa, this is a weird party.
Party prep, wine fountain, get from mom, finish playlist, set up speakers, boxed wine, solo cups, masks, caps, eggs, skulls, 100 candles, assorted pumpkins. Maybe it's a Halloween
Reggie.
party.
Why is Owen so interested in Abraxas?
Owen meeting prep. Be respectful but firm. Hall of Secrets does not exist. Inspection will continue as planned. Must be allowed to reoccupy in 4 weeks per court order. Convince Loretta to stop podcast. Oh, and meeting notes. Must give access to Hall of Secrets. Inspection may be halted. Will never reoccupy house. Going to be demolished. May commit to new Abraxas housing contingent on my cooperation. Do you want to be remembered as the president who ended Abraxas? Fuck. Might be able to stop Loretta's podcast. So basically, nothing went the way Reggie wanted it to go. I'm also remembering now, I think there was a podcast here somewhere that I could listen to. Nothing super important, but it was on one of the benches. It's probably, I think it's this. Yeah, so let's listen to our podcast first. And then we'll go to the statue.
Our telescope is a Meade 16-inch Schmidt case-grain model with an advanced coma-free optical system. In astronomy, we have a little joke that it's not the size of the telescope, but the parallax motion of the celestial ocean.
Wonderful.
Sorry, is that joke appropriate? You can cut it out, right?
Please, tell us more about the telescope.
Sure. Well, any Schmidt case-grain telescope is going to feature a moving mirror focuser. Now, there are two main issues with that system: image shift and mirror flop.
Fascinating.
Of course, a nebula filter is a must, even in Vermont. And for planetary imaging, I always have my bar low ready to swap in. As we like to joke in astronomy, bar low lenses set the bar high for planetary astrophotography.
Delightful. Thank you, Moses Murphy, for sharing your extensive knowledge of astronomy and, most importantly, your deep, slumberous voice.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
And that will conclude another episode of ASMR PhD. I hope that all of you are fast asleep, dreaming of twinkling stars and swirling nebulae. Good night.
Wait, what kind of podcast is this?
Okay. Love a good ASMR video when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't sleep. Camera case.
I told the class we'd be using Polaroids today because I wanted them to connect with their subjects. I don't think they realized how serious I was. I wonder what Chloe would make of Professor Caulfield. She'd probably blow out an orbital nerve from rolling her eyes. It's almost the anniversary of the storm that destroyed Arcadia Bay. I used to dread being with Chloe at this time of year. Now I dread being without her.
You don't get it. This Fremont House shit isn't a joke. If word got out...
Fremont? Is there some connection to the fire? How can I hear more without Reggie noticing?
We have a new journal entry. Did we read this already? Yes. Okay. New one. I'm glad that this game also pushes us to the end of our journal entries instead of starting us at the beginning every time like Double Exposure did. Okay. Reggie is a good kid, but he's a terrible liar. He seemed a little on edge in the last week, but I thought it was regular school stress. He's the president of a secret society that is very publicly fighting with Caledon's president. I don't think Reggie ever wanted to be in charge of Abraxas. He just kind of fell into it when Diamond left school so abruptly. Now he looks like he hasn't slept in a week, and he's taking furtive calls during class. Not the typical behavior of my star pupil. I I need to find Fremont House, and I need to learn what Reggie knows. And I need to figure out why the hell Sophie is here. Okay. Okay, eavesdrop on Reggie's call, and then we can end class here. So, Loretta is also spying on Reggie, which means we can spy with her.
Ah! Max! You scared me.
Are you spying on Reggie?
Look, I'm investigating Abraxas. Their president is having a secretive conversation. With this shotgun mic, I can hear everything. Loretta, come on, Max. I heard you asking around about them. If you want to listen in, just say the word.
Snoop, Snoop, Snoop.
Respectfully, I don't think you get it. This shit with the Fremont House isn't a joke. If word got out, it's not just a house to us. We have history there. Our lore, our memories, our... No, I wasn't gonna say secrets. I told you, there is no hall of secrets. You sound like Loretta. You're asking me to do something very risky. If I stick my neck out, what's in it for me?
Who could he be talking to?
Okay. We'll talk tomorrow then.
He wouldn't speak to President Teller that way, even though they've had conversations
Do I
about
really
Fremont
want
House.
Loretta knowing that I snooped with her?
Before. He could be talking to Vin. Okay, so we got the information, but we don't want Loretta to know that we have the information and that she helped us, basically. So we're gonna rewind. And now, let's rewind a little bit farther. So we haven't even asked her. Because now it should say approach, right? Okay. So we haven't even asked her if we can, what she's doing. She doesn't even know that we know. And Reggie is just doing his thing.
Great work today, everyone. Drop your assignments off in my mailbox before Monday.
Yasmin.
Maxine, what a pleasure to see your face.
And yours too.
Still
I
in her
didn't know
little
you were
purple
back.
pantsuit.
This campus has not felt the same without you.
Yes. Well, a lot has happened in the last 9 months. Tell me, how have you been, Professor Caulfield?
Not a professor. I'm an instructor.
Lately, I feel like everything is on fire, and I'm the only one who can put it out.
You just summarized my career in academia. I'm sure the shift to President Teller has been challenging. Owen and I have different ideas for Caledon, but he is a good man.
The main idea we seem to disagree on is whether I should have a job.
Don't worry. Now that I've taken on a more active role in the Board of Regents, I can ensure that Owen does not push you out.
That's a major relief.
Good. Because I have something to ask you. It is about Safia. We haven't spoken in many months.
Me neither.
It has caused me tremendous pain.
That girl.
I'm so sorry,
that
Yasmin.
we're pretty sure is Sophie.
I know Safia has her reasons. There is still so much about that night on the Overlook that I do not understand. I sometimes feel the storm was not natural. It was a manifestation.
So everyone's forgetting, and Max doesn't want people to know, but kind of wants people to know.
I feel the same way. I wish I were able to explain more about that night, but I can't.
It feels good to be able to talk to you about it, though. I feel we are bonded in some sense. Still, for months afterwards, Safia would at least answer the occasional message, or I would see her on social media. But now she's gone completely dark. Maxine, I sense that Safia may be in some terrible danger. Perhaps it is to herself. Perhaps it is to others. I don't know. If I could only know that she was okay, if I could only... Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. But I see that now. I'll be brief. Professor Caulfield, thank you for our private interaction earlier. I'm hoping that my appearance in your class can remain in private.
Yeah, we'll keep your secret, Sophie.
Of course. You're welcome to audit my class and keep your photography to yourself.
That's why you're top prof. See you later, Professor.
One of your students? I feel like I've met her before.
Yeah, sorry. She's going through a tough time.
Maxine, I beg you. Please tell me if you know anything about Safi.
No. We have a lot more loyalty to Safi than to Yasmin, and Safi has the right to speak to her mother on her terms, on her schedule, on her timeline. So...
I'm sorry. I am as in the dark as you are.
One of my favorite qualities about great artists is that they are terrible liars. I see we are at an impasse. Perhaps in time you will learn something about Safia that you can share with me. And then you will remember that I have always supported you and your work, which I believe you will find important in the rocky times ahead.
It's so shitty of her to, like, kind of threaten Max's
Always
job.
a pleasure to see you, Maxine.
After just saying that, okay, and her chest
Did
is
I
clipping
just
through.
piss off my one remaining supporter in the administration? Fantastic. Ugh, I hated choosing between keeping Safi's secret or keeping Yasmin's trust.
Yeah, I feel like Yasmin should understand that, like, Max is telling her what she can. Like, they have the text thread where Max... They talked about how they've had... Max said to Yasmin that she's had one text from Safi in who knows how long. Maybe the entire 9 months or whatever. And... yeah, for her to, like, kind of threaten Max's job after just saying that she can
I could
make
grab
sure
my bag and head home, or keep exploring the quad.
that she can make sure that Teller doesn't fire her is just, like, so shitty. But I think it's fine.
So much going on.
Oh.
Abraxas.
Oh.
Whatever Fremont means. And Safi. She's back.
Yeah, so
no
that's
time to dwell on it all
confirmation
now.
that was Sophie.
It's Amanda's open mic benefit at the Snapping Turtle tonight. Last time I left for my trip and missed it. From this point on, my reality will become completely different from the one I lived before. Hopefully, I can learn something.
And from this point on, the game is all new to me. That is as far as I played. So yes, we're gonna end this first video here. And when I see you in part 2, it'll be all new to both of us, fresh reactions, and let's see if we can solve this mystery. So thank you for watching. Sorry again about how long it took to get this first video out, but we have a solution for now, and I am excited to finally finish the story and conclude Max and Chloe's adventures together. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 2.